This is 5 ways to make your pictures black and white in Photoshop. Alright, so in this video, I'm actually going to start by showing you 4 different quick and easy ways to make your pictures black and white. But I'm going to save the 5th and most effective method for last. So the first one is Desaturate. So I have it labeled here as Desaturate. All you have to do is go up to Image, down to Adjustments, and then over and down to Desaturate. And there it is. It's black and white. The issue with this one is that it's destructive. So it puts this black and white right on the image. And to make it look any different, you're going to have to apply some other things to it, which I'm going to talk about in a second. The next one, so I'm going to activate this one, Hue Saturation, is just to go down to this little half circle thing, click on that, and go to Hue Saturation. That's going to put an adjustment layer right above this one. And then all you have to do is crank down your saturation. And then you get pretty much the exact same look that we got for Desaturate. But this time it's on an adjustment layer that you can turn on and off and even adjust the opacity to change its strength. So if you want a little bit of color in there, you can adjust it like that and create a different kind of effect. Next is the black and white adjustment layer. So I'm going to activate this one, click here. We're going to go back to the little half circle thing and select black and white this time. Again, it'll change it to black and white right away. But now we have some sliders here that based on, if I hide this, based on the colors from the original image, we can use these sliders to change how the black and white looks. So if I slide the red one along, you can see that anything that had red tones in it, we can now adjust. So, you just have to kind of trial and error, go through each color to see what it does, and then just slide it until you get the look that you like. But you can also use this little hand thing right here to click on particular parts of the image to activate the slider that accompanies that color. So if I click on the dress here, cyans was activated when I did that. And if I slide to the left or the right, I'm controlling that particular range of color within the image. So if I click down here in this kind of grass zone, that actually activated the yellows, and I can slide to the left and right and control that section. You can also go in and choose some presets as well in here. So let's just try infrared. Each of these is going to give you a different kind of starting point within your sliders here that you can work from. If you mess things up too much, just go over here and click auto, and that'll kind of reset to a nice spot. Just know that the main limitation of the methods mentioned so far is the ability to control contrast. But it's an easy fix by just clicking on the image that you're dealing with, going down to the little half circle thing and putting on levels or curves. I'm going to pick levels for now, and then messing around with these sliders. For this one over here, this one brightens your brights, this one darkens your darks, this one controls your midtones, this one brightens your darks, and this one darkens your brights. So if you want a kind of a washed out look, then you might want something like this where they're pulled in from the outside. If you want more contrast, then make sure to stretch these out and crunch these in a little bit more to create more of a dramatic look. All right, so for method number 4, we have Camera Raw Filter. And instead of using adjustment layers, we're actually going to right click on it and convert it to a smart object first, and then head up to Filter and down to Camera Raw Filter. In here, we're going to work under the Basic tab. So if you see this, just click it to drop it down, and start by going down to where it says Vibrance and Saturation and cranking down saturation so we can make it black and white. Now the difference with this method and the other ones is that this one has a bunch of sliders that we can mess with contrast and stuff right within this filter, and we don't have to add anything else. So I'm just going to increase the contrast a bit, drop highlights, bump the shadows, bump whites, and actually no, I'm going to drop the shadows. I'm going to add a bunch of clarity, a little bit of texture, and dehaze. Okay, so just a couple quick little sliders there. I'm going to click OK, and then if I hide this, so that's Camera Raw Filter, and this is black and white with the levels adjustment on it that we just made. To make any further adjustments, like if there's something that you don't like and want to change, just go over to Camera Raw Filter right here under Smart Filter, double click on that. That'll bring you right back into Camera Raw Filter, and then you can just adjust whatever you want in here. So if you want to increase the contrast, take down the clarity, bump the whites, do whatever adjustments you want, then just click OK, and it'll update on your image right here. That brings us to the 5th and final method, which is using a gradient map adjustment layer. Now, I saved this way for last because I think it creates the best starting point for black and white conversions if you want to further enhance your image in a creative way. All right, so for a gradient map adjustment, all you do is click on the layer you want, go down to the little half circle thing, and select Gradient Map. Now, it might show up as something funky like this at the start, but all you have to do now is click on this little gradient slider thing here, go into basics, and click on the first one here. So it goes from black to white. Now, if you don't see black here, just click, then click on here, and then slide it to black. And if you don't see white over here, click on this box, click on white, and then slide it to white and click OK. Now, we're going to come back in here in a second, but for now, just click OK. And we're going to look at method right here. So for method, the automatic one that comes up now is perceptual, and that really crushes the blacks. It creates a really dramatic image, but there's also kind of the opposite, which is linear, which kind of washes everything out, maybe like more of a light and airy look. And then the last one here is classic, which is kind of a mix between those two. So a little more details in the black and a little less blown out in the lights. But no matter which one you pick, you can always go back into this gradient. So just click, which brings up the gradient editor, and you can create your own look within here by just sliding these two things. So if I click on this one and slide it, you're not going to notice anything as you're sliding, but every time you let go, it's going to adjust your image. So this one crushes the blacks down. This side will brighten your brights, similar to what levels did. And then this one does your midtones. So we can slide to the left to brighten, slide to the right to darken. So just like levels, the closer you have these two boxes together, the more harsh the contrast is going to be from light to dark, which you can manipulate with this midtone slider as well, so how that actually looks. And the further apart they are, the less harsh the transition from light to dark is going to be. But if you want to wash it out even more, all you have to do is click on the black here and then click here and slide from the black to gray. And as you can see, it makes when the black was here, your darkest areas were black. But if we slide this up, now my darkest areas are this gray instead. They don't quite get to black. So I'm going to click OK. And you can do the same thing on the other side by clicking on white and making sure that your whites are not quite fully white. So you can slide it down a little bit and click OK. Then you can still manipulate these things in here as well. So if I drag this side in, it increases some of that contrast, and I can bring this in to brighten some of that back up. So you can kind of wash it out a little bit and create a different look, and again, adjust the midtones to how you like. And then just click OK when you're good. So as you can see, Gradient Map is a very effective way to convert your color photos into a variety of different black and white looks. Now, if you want to learn how to enhance your black and white images to make them even more dramatic and interesting, make sure to watch one of the videos on the screen right now. Trust me, it's worth it. Watch it.